What's up, everybody? We are finally back with the video. I was on winter break for school. Was still training, but I was out of town, so I wasn't filming because I was in a commercial gym. But I'm back to my house and the high school I work at. So we're back in the swing of things. Did some banded hamstring curls, which I haven't done in years, as I feel like I say all the time with a bunch of different videos. But we're having fun with stuff. I really like this. I really like how the band changes the strength curve of the machine. Get a super hard contraction at the top. And honestly, it's just one of those things where lets me have a little fun with training. Lets me push a little bit harder. The more fun I have, the harder I can push. And seemingly, the less fatigued I am. I think a lot of fatigue comes about because of just the mental fatigue, the monotony of training, plus those life stressors that people have. So, right now, going into my bodybuilding competition, which is May 9th, May 8th, I think. And then the following weekend is my powerlifting competition. I'm trying to have some fun. All right, I want to train hard, have some fun, and then make some progress at the same time. Again, the more fun I have, the more effort I put in, I'm less fatigued, I'm making more progress. Did the same thing with the leg extensions, put a band on there. That was a lot harder because I had to wrap that band around the machine. Still training my shoulders every day. So here we got some chest supported lateral raises. Just trying to really put in as much effort into my shoulders as possible prior to my show. That was a big point of contention, as I mentioned in other videos. Not contention, but it was a big weak point that the judges had told me about in the last show. So that's all I've been doing. I mean, shoulders and lats, like that was the thing. Shoulders and lats. Since I'm doing, here's Tyler with a 410 squat. I know it says 365. Mine was not pictured, so mine was 365. This was Tyler's, which was 410. I'm excited about doing the show and the bodybuilding competition a week later. My plan is to not get nearly as depleted as I was in my show in 24. Did I do the show in 24 or 23? What year was it? 24. Sorry, it was May of 24. It was my last show. So this will be May of 26. I was 147 or 148 on stage then. I plan to be around 154 or 155 on stage this time. I want to be full. I was too depleted last time. I got too caught up in the scale and not enough in the visuals. So pictures are going to guide my show a lot more this time around than it did last time. Last time I was just too concerned with the scale. Pictures are going to guide it. Pictures are the best evidence of how lean you are, how full you are, in my opinion. That being said, I also want to be, as full as possible so that powerlifting training is going well as well. I don't expect to win the show. I don't expect to win the competition. This is just a challenge for me to have some fun. Again, as I've said before, do something different. I'm a high school strength coach. I also have my adult clients, my general population clients that I train online and do nutrition coaching for. My hope is that when I do stuff like this or when I compete in anything, that they find value in it and they know that I'm in it with them. I'm in the shit with them. I'm doing the same things that they are. I understand the trials and tribulations. I understand the difficulty. So just trying to, have some solidarity with my high school kids, my adult clients, all that kind of stuff. So deadlifts, I'm really, with deadlifts, especially with my bicep, I'm using straps on my bicep. I can't turn my hand under yet, my left arm under, which is my over-under grip, because of my bicep tendon. So my plan with deadlifts is to use my front squat to kind of build the strength, and then use a lot of cluster sets at lighter weights to drive volume and to maintain some speed so I don't just blow myself up with deadlifts. Deadlifts are extremely fatiguing for me, not only because of my leverages, but they're just, again, I think the mental fatigue is way bigger than people give it credit for. Like, I hate deadlifting. So it's just a huge mental block for me, deadlifting. So I'm just trying to, again, have some fun with it, do something different, do these cluster sets, keep some speed on the bar, keep the weight light. I mean, this is 275. This is absurdly light. But I'm letting the front squat build the deadlift. Hopefully that works. and then just kind of keeping technique work in there with those cluster sets. I've liked it so far. I think it's worked out quite well. So that's kind of the plan, from now going into May. I'm very excited. I'm probably going to do a 10K in April with my niece. She asked me to do it with her as well. So yeah, so we're just doing all the things. Not expecting to excel at any one of them, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. I'll be 39 at the end of April. So, when all this is going on, I'll be 39. I've been training since I was, 15 years old, 16 years old. I'm happy with where things are at right now. I think people are capable of a lot more than they think that they are. And had anyone told me I was going to be doing these things, again, not at a high level, but if anyone would have told me that I'd be doing these things 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I would have thought you were nuts. So, again, like I said, I'm super happy with how things are going. I'm also sprinting with football, which I can't film anymore because I can't film the kids. But I am sprinting with football, still doing my cleans, still doing my runs, all that kind of stuff. Like, subscribe, comment.